Hi guys, Genesis here. So today you'll be watching my top 10 games that I played this year. Remember that these games aren't games that came out this year. There are a few that came out this year, but these are games that I just played last year, 2012. So you won't be seeing any Max Paynes, any map solution and stuff like that. Just games that I played last year. So I hope that you enjoy this video. Bye. Costume Quest is a turn-based RPG that was released back in 2010 by Tim Schafer, who is very popular for his Psychonauts series and other games that I don't remember at the moment. Costume Quest is my number 10 game of the year for many reasons. It has this very nice looking cel shaded style that really looks cool. It has this simple battle system, which can be considered as a flaw, but I personally find it very enjoyable, although it could get quite repetitive. Costume Quest is far from perfect. It has its fair share of flaws, but if you take it as it is, as a light-hearted RPG, you'll get plenty of fun out of the game. As you all know, Borderlands is a very uh, popular franchise. This year we had the sequel to the ever popular Borderlands 1, and I personally didn't pick up Borderlands 2 because I just didn't have enough money. I had lots of fun playing Borderlands. It has an interesting world to explore with some cool characters, sorry, that have some great voice acting. Story-wise, I didn't really follow the game. It was a very boring story. We're basically trying to find this ancient vault, well, where there's a bunch of treasure. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it has a very disappointing ending and a very bad final boss fight. I had tons of fun with the game. Just playing offline mode. I didn't play the co-op mode that much because it was really laggy, but I blame that on my connection. But overall, I really love Borderlands. Very fun game. At the number 8 spot, we have Metal Slug 3. Now, this is my first Metal Slug game that I ever played. I could have played one when I was younger, but I don't remember it. But this game was just amazing. I love how crisp the visuals looked, how colorful they were, the enemies, the bosses. It was just plain fun. The controls are very tight. The controls feel great. The levels are all very fun. I don't have any complaints about this game really. And I did play the PS2 version of this. I didn't play it on the original Neo Geo, MVS or AS. Played it on the PS2, not reboot remake. It's just port on the PS2. Metal Slug, very fun game. GTA 4. So while I was a bit disappointed with this entry in the GTA series, I still found it very enjoyable. The story in GTA 4 was incredible. In my opinion, it's the best story in any GTA game I played. The characters are very memorable. You had Nico, Roman, Brucey, Little Jacob, Playboy X, and these very awesome characters, and they do have great voice acting too. While the city is quite small compared to other entries in the GTA series, um, I still have fun just going around and smashing my cars around, vehicles of any type. And actually, there aren't any airplanes; they're just helicopters, which is kind of disappointing because I love the airplanes in GTA San Andreas, but still nonetheless, it's a very fun game. This is Aiko for the PlayStation 2. Now, Aiko is basically a big escort mission. While that doesn't really sound interesting because escort missions in games nowadays are very boring. This is an adventure puzzle game where you go around this castle um, with this girl Yorda that Aiko saved from a cage and simply needs to get out of this castle. The best thing in this game, in my opinion, is the art style. Everything just looks so beautiful. It's an excellent looking game. And this is, I played the PS2 version, but there is a remastered collection from the developers of Aiko. I forget their name. Anyway, they released this HD collection with Shadow of the Colossus. A great game from what I hear. Never played it. Plan to, but we'll see about this. And Aiko. So yeah, I definitely recommend to get Aiko on the HD collection because it looks even better on there. And here we have Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I absolutely love this game. I played it the first time at a tournament at this local kind of Comic Con like event, and I went with my friend, we went Saturn, and it was the second tournament. So I just, it was €2 for entry, so I said fuck it. And I did play the game. I won one match, but I didn't really care. And the game just wowed me. It was so fluid. The combat was, well, the whole game is based around combat, so that was a stupid comment to make, but I loved the game. It really left an impression on me. Normally, I am a Mortal Kombat guy when it comes to fighting games, but I really wanted Tekken Tag Tournament 2. I got it, platinumed it in 3 weeks, and just had a ton of fun on this game. Um, this is obviously Tekken Tag Tournament, which is the spin-off series, so it doesn't have the story, it doesn't continue upon Tekken 6. And you have all your characters from the Tekken games, all the characters in one game. I think they left a few out probably, but I don't know, I think they're irrelevant. But overall, Tekken is becoming my favorite fighting game ever. It's really ton of fun. Number 4 on the list, we have Mass Effect 3. I am quite a fan of the series. I didn't play the original game, I played the second one first, then I got Mass Effect 3. I really love Mass Effect 3. I mean, there was a ton of controversy about the ending, but I honestly didn't mind it that much. Yeah, it was an okay ending at best, but I still had a ton of fun with the game. You know, I imported my save from Mass Effect 2, and it was just an incredible experience. It also has a very cool multiplayer mode, which I can't play much because I can't seem to connect to any matches, which kind of sucks because the few times I played the multiplayer was a ton of fun. It was pretty good multiplayer mode. As I thought at first it was going to be like a tacked on multiplayer mode, which it isn't. So if you're a Mass Effect fan, you're obviously gonna pick this up. Infamous 2. This is how a sequel should be made. It improves everything from the first game. I did play the first Infamous, and while I did enjoy it, it had a ton of flaws. Boring side missions, the world just felt too dark, just didn't have any color. Cole's voice actor, I really didn't like him because he just didn't have that awesome personality this voice actor has. Um, the gameplay it improves a lot from the gameplay, just more fun now. Story wise, I don't know what exactly happened at the end, to be honest. I played. I had a evil playthrough. I always play evil, and I get to choose like in these games like Mass Effect. The Infamous I always play as evil because I think it's even more fun. But yeah, Infamous 2, obviously, if you're a PlayStation 3 user, then this is a must buy along with the first game. In the number 2 spot, we have Sonic 2. This game is just incredibly fun. The levels, the music, especially the music. The music is always incredible in Sonic games. The inclusion of Tails, although he's kind of stupid, but still, Tails is awesome. I like his characters, I know. The bosses are very, well, they're still very easy. Still find them very fun just to play on the bosses. Just an all-around big improvement over Sonic 1. And I live in Europe, so I have a PAL console. My Mega Drive runs in 50 Hz. When I played Sonic 1, I felt that Sonic 1 was very slow. It is very slow in 50 Hz, but Sonic 2 is optimized for 50 Hz, so it runs normally as fast as normal Sonic does. So I played it for the first time and I was just wowed by how fast Sonic went compared to the first game. Obviously, Sonic 2 is on the top 10 best games of all time on lots of people's lists. Maybe it is on mine. I still have to like make an all-time favorite game list, but it is definitely my favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game. In the number 1 spot, we have Zone of the Enders, the second runner. I just got into the Zone of the Enders series in 2012 last year, and Zone of the Enders 1 was a great game. Loved it. It was very fun. It has its flaws, but since I loved the first one, I thought why not get the second one? And the second one just improves greatly gameplay-wise on Zone of the Enders 1. Everything just feels better. The attacks, the lasers, the sub weapons, everything just feels incredibly awesome. And the versus mode now, there's a ton more characters, more stages. It's an incredible improvement in my opinion, and definitely one of Kojima's greatest works. There isn't much to say really. The mechs are still awesome. There's like multiple forms of Jehedi now. Like the first model, second model, I believe, and I'm not sure. And there's then the naked Jehedi in Versus. But this is definitely on my top 10 games of all time list. It's that fun, yes it is. And I'm showing you right now the trailer for the HD collection. I don't know if this trailer ended or it's still going, I don't know. I couldn't find a good enough trailer for it. So if you wanna get into the Zone of the Ender series, there's the HD collection. I played on the PS2 personally because I love to collect on the PS2, but I definitely recommend it for the HD collection. So thanks for watching and goodbye.